Happy 2025.
Yeah, it's been 2025 for it seems forever. I know it's just been
less than a week. Which day are we on? The 6th.
Yeah.
Monday. Welcome to Monday.
And thanks for giving us a little break, a little time off. Did you use your time off wisely? Oh,
no.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's Curt and Jen
No.
and our podcast, our video cast. Yes, first show of 2025. Here we go.
Here we go is right. We got some good stuff.
I thought so. We've got a heartfelt speech. You're going to like this. One of the Golden Globes winners last night gave a really great
really
speech.
good.
Also, it's Divorce Day.
Well, you're not getting divorced, are you?
No.
Okay.
I do have a story, but no.
Okay.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you grade 2024?
That's pretty funny. Well, we'll get to the meat of it.
And this is a great question because I actually do give scratch tickets for I'm sorry, I don't. Santa does.
For gifts.
Proper etiquette. If you win big on a lottery ticket, you are gifted.
And finally, we mentioned this last time we were on the air, way back in 2024. That was common old phrases you don't hear anymore.
Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Here we go. All right. You know what? I want to follow up on that thing with it's Divorce Day.
Okay.
Because all I have on that is, yes, they you know what? I tell you what. I apologize. I'm going to back up and we're going to do this first because it's all in here. I thought for some reason we hadn't talked about that already, but we have. Kind of. Off to a great start, right?
Yes, we are.
Here's what I wanted to talk about because I've been seeing this a lot lately.
Yes.
These Mattress Firm commercials. And the gist of them is that there's several different ones. One of them, there's a guy who's a jerk on an airplane. He puts his bare feet up on the seat in front of him. Have you seen that one?
No.
There's another one where there's a sweaty guy at the gym who doesn't wipe off his sweat when he gets done using.
Okay.
There's another one where there's some stop traffic for a construction. A woman drives her car around it. And in all these situations, somebody comes up and says, how do you sleep at night? Right? Because they're doing several things.
Okay.
They're like, I sleep great. I sleep on a Mattress Firm mattress. I sleep great. And then they play All Night Long by Lionel Richie. All night.
Okay, yes.
The problem with this, I think what they're trying to say is that their mattresses are so great that even these people can sleep on it. What I got from the commercial was, if you're a jerk, shop at Mattress Firm.
I was kind of going that direction as you were telling me the story.
I don't know if it's just, if I'm reading it wrong or whatever, but what I walked away from it was, wow, it just must be real jerks and a-holes that shop there.
That's funny.
I thought so too. So I don't know if the message is being lost.
So did you buy a Mattress Firm mattress?
I don't need a Mattress Firm mattress or any mattress right now. But that commercial would not make me want to. I guess that's what I'm saying. So maybe it's...
I know for people that are not watching on YouTube will not see this, but there was something sitting on Curt's desk, and I'm like, what in the hell is this?
This is comically...
Okay, if you're not watching, he's not measuring what you might think he's measuring.
Of course, Jen, you would go there.
Measuring
This is 12 inches long and 5 inches, almost 6 inches wide. This is a remote control.
It's a remote control.
It's a universal
that he's
remote.
Talking about.
Yeah.
It's just this mega remote control. Does it work? Is my question. And do you use it? Because you don't even have a TV in here.
What's that big thing behind you?
Yeah.
Yes, it does work. I bought this because I thought it was comical.
It is funny
and
for
me,
sure.
I will put. This probably cost me $10, and I've probably had it for 15 years. But I thought, wouldn't it be funny if somebody says, "Hey, hand me the remote," and I give them this big old thing?
At first, I thought it was maybe a calculator, and I'm like, nope, can't be a calculator because we've got volume up and down and channels. So
here's the calculator.
Oh my God! Okay,
just so people can see.
Have not seen
this
that.
Is a surprise to Jen, and I said, if you think my remote control is big,
well, you should see my calculator.
Let's measure this thing. The calculator is also a foot long, and this one is about 9 inches wide.
Subway would be so proud.
Again, comically big. I thought they were funny.
Okay, and then I'm also very excited for you because you did follow through. You said that one of your goals for 2025 is to keep your brain healthy because there's some Alzheimer's in your family.
There is Alzheimer's in the family.
And
that's
so you're like,
reason.
that scares you, right?
Yeah. It's my mom, my grandmother, my great aunt, my sisters. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But so anyway, but you're supposed to focus on brain health as well. So I said, you know what? I'm going to learn how to play piano, which is something I play guitar and bass and drums and everything sloppily. But I never got the whole piano thing down.
But you can read music, right?
Yes,
I cannot.
It's been 30 years, so we'll see how much I can read.
That's why
I still remember Every Good Boy Does Fine, and FACE is the.
Oh my gosh! Well, you bought a keyboard. It's sitting in our podcast room.
Plus, I think it looks neat to have a keyboard.
I'm excited for you. You can join the Randy and Aaron and Pat band.
What was Pat playing in the band?
He was the lead singer.
Oh, okay. Well, you sent me a video. All I saw was this video. Was that on Saturday night?
Yes.
Okay. Or
Friday night. Friday night. I sent you a video because I thought you'd be impressed.
Impromptu jam session broke out, which is also when that happened. So you had our friend Randy was playing his new bass. He got a new, I think it was a jazz bass or a bass Fender.
Jackie's new boyfriend, I call him Aaron, but Aaron.
All the Aarons out there like, don't say Aaron. She just did. He was playing a little electronic drum kit, and so I guess your boyfriend was singing. I saw
like kicking ass on it too.
Well, they were playing "Heart Crazy on You" when I saw. And that's so your boyfriend can hit those notes.
Oh no, he wasn't singing. That's true. He was singing "Sweet Caroline." I didn't send you that video. He was singing though, and I told him he needs to maybe take some singing lessons, not because he's bad, but to get his range bigger, right? So he can be the lead singer.
Heck yeah. Nothing wrong with taking lessons for anything.
Anyway, moving on to all the other things. I finally went to Lights and Ice in Tulalip. Totally worth it. Totally awesome. I will say that my youngest daughter, Macy, and her friend Jonathan, they went ice skating, and Pat and I went in the casino. We should have just went ice skating. It would have been a lot cheaper.
Got it.
That's all I'm going to say.
It doesn't cost any money to go see. It costs money to go to the ice skating, right?
Ice skating, it costs, it's a little spendy. But they had a great time. But the lights, to walk through the lights, beautiful, worth it. If you haven't been, you should go.
2.5 million or something like that?
I was trying to remember. I was like, I think it's like 7.8 million lights.
I'm going to go with 13.9 and a half million.
We don't know. Those are not facts.
That's right.
I just can't remember.
They rarely are facts with us. All right, Golden Globes were last night.
I didn't watch, but you watched some of it because you wanted to see Nikki Glaser.
Nikki Glaser was the host. I think she did a good job. People that weren't familiar with her humor, I think some of them complained, "Oh, this is a little." They
were put off by her,
edgy. But
if you know who she is and are familiar with her, you will love it.
I think she did a good job of hosting, and this is one where I watched the whole thing and go, to me, it's a good. You should go see these movies or these shows type of thing, right? Because I haven't seen any of it. But the big winners were like The Brutalist, Shogun, Emilia Perez, Wicked.
Of course.
Seen that.
Yep.
And Hacks. But one of the, I guess, the most sincere, honest, and nicest moments of the night, Demi Moore won a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy for the show The Substance.
This is what surprised me.
She's been acting for 45 years, and this is her first ever award for acting, which I suppose is good. She didn't get a golden raspberry or anything like that. You remember those?
Well, yes, I remember those.
Okay.
It was just interesting to me because we played this back before we went on today.
Right, because she did a speech.
She did a speech, but she said that early on they called her a popcorn actress, and she's like, I believed it. Like, I believed that I was never really going to go anywhere with it.
Yeah, here's some of the speech.
All of the people who stood by me, especially the people who've believed in me when I haven't believed in myself. And I'll just leave you with one thing that I think this movie is imparting is in those moments when we don't think we're smart enough or pretty enough or skinny enough or successful enough or basically just not enough. I had a woman say to me, just know you will never be enough, but you can know the value of your worth if you just put down the measuring stick. And so today I celebrate this as a marker of my wholeness and of the love that is driving me and for the gift of doing something I love and being reminded that I do belong. Thank you so much.
There you
Yay,
go.
Demi. Great words. I mean, her whole speech was really great.
But the line about put down the measuring stick is a great line. And of course, you mentioned, Jen, if people people look to Demi Moore and say, oh, wow, she's
got it
fit.
all. Yeah.
She's great
Beautiful.
looking. Yeah. And even people like her were at one point told, you know what? Nah, you're a popcorn actress.
And the fact that she believed it and she feels the same things that we all feel. It's not like she's like, because she's famous, she's void of these feelings. She's got them just like the rest of us. It's just a little reality check. And put down the measuring stick is easier said than done. But hopefully in 2025, we can all do that. Oh, what? Really?
I just wanted to leave it on that bank of sound effects so we could play that one here. You weren't wrong about that. I should have also played the winner, ding, 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 just to offset it.
Jeez.
Hey, it's
Divorce Day.
This is not a national Divorce Day or anything like this.
It's based on fact. The number one day, the number one day of the year for breakups is today, the first working Monday of 2025.
And the stats are there. And the reason I brought this up, I've got a funny story to share. But this was a 2020 study. A year in 2020, they did the study. The searches for things like quickie divorce more than double every January. Experts thinking that it's because, people tend to avoid breakups in November and December just to get to the holidays. Sometimes the holiday stress can be the final straw, and then pow. So the first working Monday of January gets Divorce Day, that title, because of the added stress as well of getting back to work. That can also put people to the point of wanting to get a divorce. The reason I brought this up a long time ago, before you, when I did the morning show, I still did the morning show with Leonard and Corrine. We did this. We said, okay, well, hey, everybody, it's Divorce Day, da-da-da-da-da. Just kind of lighthearted. Yep. We got an angry call. And this is the kind of thing that, when you do this, when you do radio for a living or whatever, anytime you tell a joke or make a lighthearted comment, somebody's going to say, that offends me, right?
Yeah.
The problem with this one was, we got a call, like, hi, Star 101.5, and she was furious because she's like, and lots of F-bombs, but I'm not going to use. She's like, I hope you're happy. I just found out today that my effing husband is leaving me, and you just reminded me of that. So, okay, so, apologies if you're one of the victims of National Divorce Day.
That is true. I mean, we should be a little more sensitive to that. It is crazy that today's National Divorce Day, National Divorce Day.
I disagree with be more sensitive to that.
Well, I mean, if you're going through a divorce, we've both been through it. It's a hard time. But anyway, it is the number one day of the year to break up.
Every joke that you say as an entertainer, you can't say, well, gee, I hope that people that are blah, blah, blah.
No, you're right. You're right.
I don't know. But anyway, there was my chance all these years later to apologize to that person who thought I was being insensitive by being insensitive.
And now we're being insensitive on the podcast. Here we are.
All right, Jen.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Accuweather is a resource that many people go to figure out what kind of weather's coming our way. They put up a winter storm graphic that was a little too graphic. Mm-hmm. And I would encourage you to look it up because it's very funny. Because the storm that's coming, a big storm, by the way, is coming through the country. And it's this big pink storm on their graphic.
That goes from Kansas to almost New York.
Right.
So what they said...
It's very phallic. Mm-hmm. And it's very funny.
Well, it does look like a long shaft of icy weather about 1,500 miles from Kansas to Virginia. And they also, for whatever reason, they decided to color this pink.
I've never seen weather colored in pink.
So you go to Accuweather, there's a pink shaft, a giant...
here's what... I'm just going to say it. It looks like a giant pink penis.
I would have gone with the wiener because I think it's funnier, but okay.
Okay, wiener, fine.
No, I've offended
wiener.
Somebody. I have somebody that works at a wiener company. Yeah, I don't... All right. So, of course, people were quick to comment, and the comments did not disappoint about this.
This was the most awesome part of it all.
Right. They're looking at this giant
Go ahead, Curt.
pink
What do
phallic
people
thing.
say?
If the storm lasts longer than 4 hours, be sure to contact your doctor. Right? How about if it's that size when it's cold? I'd hate to see what warm weather brings. You do the rest of these. You can do it.
Where is it? Where do we
right there.
They should have named it Winter Storm Johnson.
There actually is a name for the winter storm. It's Blair, but that's not as cool as Johnson.
Right.
Phallic.
It's going to be a long, hard winter. And looks like we're screwed.
There you go. Where the hell when I've got the ant, but I need the
awesome. I mean, you know what? I wonder if this was like a marketing ploy for Accuweather. They're getting so much attention right now for their graphic that they posted.
You know what? That's actually
on
possible.
Social media.
Could they have possibly looked at that and gone, maybe we should change the color?
We're changing that to pink.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
look it up,
right? I was going to say something else. And
Accuweather. I don't know what you want to Google. Be careful because it could send you somewhere you don't want to go.
Just Accuweather. Mm-hmm. Inappropriate weather graphic or something.
Accuweather. Inappropriate. Or totally appropriate. Who knows?
It was on X.
Formerly Twitter?
Yeah.
What a pain to have to say that, by the way. You try to shorten the name, but now you got to say formerly Twitter every time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not talk about that.
Like Prince, right?
Sure. Oh, the symbol? Most streamed song.
I thought for sure it was going to be something by T Swizzle.
It was not.
It wasn't.
No, it was B. Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
If she's T Swizzle, is she B. Izzle?
No.
The easel?
You can't do that.
Birds of a Feather. And again, that came out towards the end of the year. Birds of a Feather from her album Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish was the most streamed song on Spotify.
1.8 billion streams.
A meager 1.8 billion.
Edging out Sabrina Carpenter's I Love This Song, Espresso.
But second place was only 650,000 streams.
No way. Oh no.
Wait.
I was going to say.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
She edged out, so Sabrina Carpenter was edged out by 650,000, so she got 1.15 billion or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad. Birds of a Feather, though, did not make number one. Right here. Number 2 on the Billboard chart.
On the chart.
Yeah. But it was, who cares, right?
Excuse me.
Do you want to be most streamed to make a bunch of money, or you want to be number one?
I'll be the most streamed.
Yes. Here we are.
The average American. How we rated 2024.
So whoever did this, Americans were asked this, and it's a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, as is common.
I agree with this average. Yeah. Do you? I agree with this average.
If you had to rate America in 2024, the year 2024, what would the 1 to 10 rating be? And what did they say?
I would have given, what would you have given it without having read the story? I would have given it about a 6.
I would have given it about that's probably fair.
Yeah.
Because if you break it down and say, well, from sports it was this, but in politics it was a 0.
Just overall, yeah, you got to give it an overall
score. 6.1 is what it came in at. Most people said, on average it was 6.1. 15% actually said 9 or 10.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then a fourth went under a 5, including the 5% that gave it a 1. 2024 gets a 1.
Bringing the average to 6.1.
Yeah, so that last one is about 1 or 10% of the people said, yeah, it's a 1. But there was a previous poll done. Here's the I guess the silver lining, right? Most people said they expect life in America to be a 5 throughout the next 10 years. I guess that's not so great. Sorry.
No, it's not
Well,
great.
here it is. 41% are hopeful that their life will be better this year.
Okay.
All right. Yeah,
I hope it is. That's always the hope, that your life is going to get better than what it is now.
And 5 is not that great. We'll see if we can do better than 5. Next year when I do this poll, we'll see where we're at.
Oh, I love these. Old common phrases you don't hear anymore.
AKA the Curt and Jen question of the day, which ended up being the question of the week because we've been gone for a while. So again, think about it, maybe you say some of these things. And usually if I say something like this, and I'm going to use one right now, fiddlesticks. I say, man, I just turned into my mom.
Oh.
So old phrases you don't hear anymore. Do you have one?
Old phrases?
I thought you said one at the beginning of the show.
Well, heavens to Murgatroyd, but I don't usually use that too much.
I thought that was that
heavens
cartoon.
to Betsy.
Yeah, I thought that was that cartoon character that was Snaggletooth. Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Oh.
That was a terrible impression. All right, so common old phrases you don't hear anymore. Go.
Ann says, where's the beef? That was from a commercial.
Because that was from the Wendy's commercial.
Yeah.
That was around for a long time.
I don't get this one.
Bob's your uncle?
Yeah.
That was from Brent. I'm not sure what it means. You know what? I've only ever seen that in, I think it was in an Austin Powers movie.
Oh.
Yeah, Bob's your uncle. But anyway, we don't know that one. But it's
this
a good one,
one for sure. 6 of one or half dozen the other.
Let me jump in here and say that I've misheard this one. Somebody said 6 of a half dozen the other. It's like, no.
I think it's easy to get confused. I might have said it like that.
Well, 6 of a half is 3, right?
Yeah.
And a dozen is a dozen. So that's not saying that
6 of one or half dozen the other.
Precisely.
Okay, Phil said, I reckon.
I reckon. That's a good one. Cindy said 2 bits or 4 bits for a quarter or 50 cents. That's going back a ways.
Yeah. Patrick is being funny about this.
Common phrase you don't hear anymore, Patrick?
But this is kind of true. Thank you.
Yeah, that is too bad.
Sadly.
Steve says, good heavens. Leslie had one from her mom and her dad. Leslie said her mom used to say, many hands make light work.
I say that all the time.
I've never heard that one, but I believe you. Leslie's dad used to say when it was raining hard, like a cow peeing on a flat rock.
Referring to rain.
Yeah, if it's coming down really hard, I guess.
Okay.
Similar sound.
Ken said, do these pants make my butt look big?
I don't know if that's, I think that's still very common. That's a good one,
too.
Ken. I wonder if that's still, well, not if you're smart. You don't say that. Well, you would say that. My answer's got to be no. Always no.
Or you just deflect, or you deflect.
It's kind of a null question because you're not going to get an honest answer.
Bill said spiffy, as in, that's a spiffy pair of shoes there, Jen.
Thanks, Bill. Corey, one of my grandmother's sayings was, I once cried because I had no shoes until I saw a man who had no feet.
Oh.
Meaning there's somebody that's worse
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I've seen that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That is a good one, but old. Paul, I guess he's from the 80s generation. He said, that's rad, awesome, bitchin', tubular.
I used all those. I used to use all those. I still use awesome and sometimes rad.
I'm trying to think if there's any ones that you use that I think are, I can't think
awesome is, I use awesome all the time.
All right. Come on.
Colder than a witch's tit.
Thanks, Michael. Eric said, can someone answer the phone? That's a really one. Of course you don't hear that anymore.
Yeah. No.
Why would you? And also, young people these days are never going to know what it's like to call up a girl that you want to ask out or whatever and have to say, hi, Mr. Stevens. Is Ariel available?
Jeez. Jennifer said, what in the Sam Hill?
That's an oldie. Beverly with Okie Dokie.
Artichoke.
Randy says, you say that a lot.
I do.
Randy went with, it's an old phrase you don't hear anymore. Extra, extra, read all about it.
That's
because you got to go back to when there's like newspaper people throwing the papers out there.
Verity said, mercy me. Mercy me.
Laurel, everything goes to hell in a handbag is one she offered. And then a penny saved is a penny earned.
And for the love of Pete. I always say for the love of Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Well, who's Pete to start with?
I don't know.
Do you know who Peter, Paul, and Mary are?
Yes. They're a band.
Okay.
I know.
Folk group, but all right.
But they're still a band.
Yes, they are.
Barb said, thankfully,
no duh. Not around anymore.
Oh, I say that. If you hang around me, you'll probably hear most of those things.
Did you ever go with the durr? It's a little bit of a variant on no duh.
I say duh a lot, especially if someone says something obvious. I'm like, duh.
Still up there. If you want to offer yours, old common phrases that you don't hear anymore, we would love to hear them.
Those are good ones.
On all of our different platforms that we populate.
All right. What's the proper etiquette if you win big money on a lottery ticket or a scratch ticket that was a Christmas gift?
Yeah, sometimes you'll hear about an office winning together on lottery tickets. Everybody chipped in $2.
Yeah, but that's obvious. That's obvious how that's going to get split up.
However many ways. But if somebody gives you a gift.
But if I gave you a lottery ticket and you won $15,000.
$1 million.
Or $1 million. Okay, let's go with $1 million.
Okay, we knew it. We had a friend, Lisa. Remember, she won $6,000 on a scratch ticket. But she bought that for herself.
Lisa who?
Adams.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
She did okay. That's the biggest I've heard of anybody winning. Our friend Mitch actually did hit
the lottery
for like $3 million, something like that. Back
then,
that was a lot of money. It still is. So the etiquette if you win big money on the lottery ticket gift. All right.
Okay, so here's the thing. It was posed on Reddit, the question, proper etiquette if you win $5,000. They just put this out there.
If it was gifted to you, what do you do?
Yeah.
1.
Pretend nothing happened. Say, oh, darn, I lost, and fold it up and put it in your pocket.
Which is going to be so hard to do. And you go, oh, sorry.
Just kidding.
It lost.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Also on this, it's like insist on privacy. Resist the urge to scratch it off in front of everyone, even if you have to say you're going to wait to use your lucky penny or something. That's a good one, but also kind of selfish.
Well, because I think that when people get lottery tickets, especially scratch tickets, you're going to want to scratch them off right then.
Yeah. And honestly,
you want them to, right? To see if they win. Like, did you win anything?
So far, these have been kind of crappy because you're like, oh, I'm not going to do it in front of you in case I win big. The third one on here, use it as a test. If your friend, family member, or coworker is anything but happy for you to win.
That's not cool.
Right. If they're like, oh.
Why would the gift be conditional on the ticket being a losing one?
Okay. Other options if you get gifted a lottery ticket.
Offer a kickback. If it's a significant amount of money in the thousands, you could take that giver out to dinner or drinks.
Is that enough?
Well, what would you do?
I would take someone out to dinner or drinks if they came and helped me weed my yard, So, I mean, it just seems like if you won $5,000.
So what would you, if I gave you a scratch ticket and you won $5,000 off of it, what would you do? Because I would expect nothing for real.
No, you wouldn't. You'd expect all of it. I'd have to give it all to you. You're like, I'm your work wife. Here you go. I guess, maybe, I don't know, $500, 10% of $5,000.
That's it?
I thought that was a lot.
Just kidding.
You. Okay. Also, you can pay it forward.
Let me get my calculator out and see.
That one still works, by the way. There you go. If you happen to find yourself in that situation, there's other options too.
There's lots of other options that you can do. Just do what works for you. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Hopefully people aren't going to be just crappy about it if you win.
I'd be like, I won something. That's great,
Yeah.
Just, all right, share. All right.
I want wanted to bring this up because, you know, at the beginning of the year, a lot of people say, you know what? I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to do all the things. And they go on a diet and then it doesn't work.
Right.
Because they gain all the weight back. I thought this was a little bit legit because U.S. News and World Report put out their annual ranking, which I guess they've done for several years now. And the same diet keeps topping the list. This is for the 8th year in a row.
I know what it is.
The same diet. You do? I didn't know. I mean, I know. I've heard of it. I didn't know this was the top of the list for the best diet. If you're going to go on a diet, this is the diet you should go on. And it is
Mediterranean diet. And I tell you what, this became very clear as well when I was in Greece and the way we ate there. It was like, this is amazing. The food is great. And it was, you know, I mean, I know that there's more to the Mediterranean than just Greece, but that's when it sort of sent the message home. It's like, you know what? I can actually do this. Have I done it? No. But the
Am I going to do it?
Yeah.
No.
The Mediterranean diet limits sweets, processed foods, and red meat. You eat lots of fruits, veggies, grains, nuts, and healthy fats like chicken and fish. And I'm like, oh, I could do that. Then I don't. Then I don't. But please continue.
Okay. The second diet on the list is the DASH, all in capital letters, DASH diet. It's designed to lower blood pressure. DASH stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension.
Okay. The flexitarian diet. You're mostly vegetarian, but sometimes eat meat.
Okay.
That sounds like almost everybody.
So that's number 3. Number 4 is the MIND diet. It's a mashup of the Mediterranean and DASH diets with a focus on brain health. MIND stands for Mediterranean Dash Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay.
Say that 5 times fast.
Jeez.
Finally, they had the Mayo Clinic diet on there, a 3-month program. You eat balanced meals with smaller portions and can't eat while watching TV. Ooh, that's right out. We got to watch TV while we're eating.
That's a thing. And you know what? Kids especially, well, I shouldn't even just say kids. I think that this, you know, generation with us all holding our iPhones all the time, there's so many people, and you see it in restaurants. If people are eating at the table, they've got their phones, they're looking at their phones, watching something. I try to.
Meanwhile, the hands are going from the chip bag.
It's just mindless eating. You just aren't even being mindful at all. I try to stop my girls from doing that.
Yeah.
Because it's an easy thing to do, right? Watch some TV right on your phone while you eat.
One of the things that I should mention
put your
here,
phone
they
down.
have the anti-inflammatory diet. And my wife doing her nutrition business, she as a nutritionist is like, people, I mean, nobody talked about inflammation, you know, growing up, or I don't know how long ago it became a thing, so to speak, but that makes total sense, you know. And one of the things that Dana does is when she's working with a new client, she'll get clients like, you know, I want to lose weight and I want to lose weight fast. And she's like, I'm not the person for you then. I'm going to teach you how to lead the rest of your life in a healthy manner and eat right. Not if you want to drop, you know, 15 pounds in 2 months.
Yeah,
so, which is the way to do it, actually. But you know, not the 15 pounds. It's to eat properly for the rest of your life.
That's why I think Dana and our friend Lori get along so well. That's what Lori does the same thing. Like, this is we're teaching you how to eat differently for life, not just for the short term.
Yeah, because how do those work out?
Not well.
Short term, maybe see some.
It is short term weight loss. Like doing it quickly.
All right.
Meh.
So, well, you know, people are going to be dieting. It's a New Year's resolution.
I just thought it was interesting
it's
like
great.
U.S. News and World Report are putting out, okay, these are the best ones. If you're going to diet,
do this.
These are the ones that are good. And hopefully you can adapt it for lifestyle.
How about a question of the day for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, this is what it is. This is my inspiration for this question is from Gretchen Rubin, who is an author, and she's awesome if you don't follow her. What is your one-word theme for 2025? What is your one-word theme for 2025?
Do you have one? Do you want to share?
I do have one because I read this on social media because she had posted this. I'm like, I'm going to think of a word. And I actually talked to Pat about it. I said, I think our word together should be build. Build a house, build our bank account, build relationships.
Work on building your life together.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah. So ours is build. That's
Mine's
ours.
going to sound lame, but mine is relax.
Is it?
My head is constantly going, even though we're doing, you know, this is our job, quote unquote, right now, just getting up and doing the podcast. I have a hard time just slowing my brain down. And you might have a difficult time thinking that because I'm pretty chill, you know, on the surface.
Yeah.
But the brain is just go. So I'm going to just try to get out of my head, as I think what they say. Mindful, what's it called? Mindful something.
Relaxation?
Be in the present,
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
I like it, Kurt. Relaxation. Relax.
Yes.
Don't do it
I had to,
when you want to go to it.
You said one word. That's what it is. What's your one word theme for 2025? Let us know.
That's a good word, Kurt. Make sure you put a plan together with it too. Like, how are you going to achieve that relaxation? We are so glad to be able to do this and have you listen, and thank you for being a part of this.
It really is a lot of fun. Trust me, if it wasn't fun for us to do, and if we didn't appreciate it, we would not be doing this every day.
We just appreciate you being here. Thank you for listening. We always end the show with this: make good choices, find joy, and spread kindness and laugh too.
The new edition.
Find laughter.
I love it.